Hello all. So I thought we'd do a video in the studio today. What I want to do is talk about just a couple of things. One is really important, and it's emphasizing one of the things that I often bring up is eating vegetarian, at least, or mostly vegetarian, especially your greens, your broccolis, cabbages, anything that like hangs on a tree like peaches and apples, that kind of thing. You gotta eat organic. Let me show you why. Let's go over to the board. So the EPA here in the US wanted to ban this pesticide, and it was on the chopping block. It was going to be removed from the pesticides that you could use here in the US because of its toxicity to children, according to many scientific studies. You know where this is going. Yes, the orange man reversed that. He reversed the removal of this pesticide, which is so toxic that one of the Minnesota farmers was in his house when a crop duster accidentally dusted his house with this chemical, and it sent him to the hospital. It was so toxic. Children are extremely susceptible to this chemical. It's a neurotoxin, of course, aren't they all? It's how they work. So this chemical is the largest selling insecticide in the US, mostly used for soybean production. The state of Minnesota sprayed almost 1 million pounds of this stuff all over their land last year, and it's increasing constantly. More and more of it needs to be used every year to keep the same insects at bay, because insects always will find a way around the pesticides you come up with in most cases. So the ones they're using now are extremely lethal. But there's one thing, isn't there? You see, the farmers are saying they could not grow soybeans if they didn't have this chemical. People, soybeans are not the only plant on the planet that's edible. There's over 20,000 edible plants still on this planet today. You're telling me that you can't find another plant species that will grow in Minnesota that doesn't require this chemical? Humanity's intelligence just isn't there. I'm not even a farmer. So, I just wanted to give you kind of a quick methane update, since we really seem to have a lot of interest there around the planet. And there's a good reason for it. It's called a tipping point. Let's go look at the board and I'll show you some of the new things that are happening with methane. So global methane is reaching new highs. CH4 accounts for about 20% of all the greenhouse gases produced by humans. Let's go through a quick update of what is causing the methane releases that are human caused that people can do something about to curb the methane bomb from going off. All agriculture produces methane. Any kind of garbage waste of any kind produces methane. Fossil fuel production, especially fracking. Permafrost is starting to thaw, and biomass burning. All of these are caused by humans right now, and we can do something about it. The global methane trends are really skyrocketing now. Let's go have a look at this graph. Just wanted to get that out, as we're still suffering under extreme warm temperature. California here in the US is still suffering from high dry winds, fires, and no rain at all. And so is the rest of the US. This is all being caused pretty much by the La Nina out in the Pacific Ocean, one of the biggest we've seen. This will continue on for quite some time, at least another week and a half to 2 weeks as far as I can tell. It may even go all winter, but there may be some slight changes. We do need to get at least some rain. So I definitely appreciate you guys watching and giving me your ups and your downs and your new subscribers. And until next time.